Every day, millions of Americans don't know when their next meal will come from. Rising food prices and financial hardships have made food insecurity increasingly serious problem. This kind of relates back to my first exempt topic on body shame, and food insecurity can travel through the body shame, make comments of body shame true on social media. So in this presentation, I'll be focusing on food insecurity in the United States. Food insecurity is a growing problem because many families cannot afford enough nutritious food due to financial hardships and rising food costs. But stronger assistance programs can help reduce hunger. For this presentation, I'll be using the Problem, Cause, and Solutions guideline. So let's start off where the problem is. How does food insecurity start? What's going on here? So starting off with my first citation from the Associated Press, published on 10/25/2023, states using a representative survey sample of roughly 32,000 American households, and the report says about 12.8% or 7 million households reported an occasional problem affording enough food in 2022, up to 10.2% of 13.5 million households in 2021. Hunger is an increasing nationwide problem, and it's one of the major issues in the United States. This just shows that food insecurity is affecting more families across the country, making it grow as a growing problem. This is where it all starts. If we don't do anything about it, it's just going to increase, and this can lead to more future problems. So going into my next citation from the Los Angeles Times, 11/17/2023, it states that it's a sobering statistics on 1 in 5 people in the LA County face food insecurity. They don't have enough food, which is inflation driving up of grocery costs and the ongoing labor fights families struggle with. Local families struggle to afford food since people can't hold financial jobs. This proves that the rising costs are impacting local families and making it harder for people to afford basic needs. So let's go on to our causes. So we're going to figure out what's going on. Let's dive deeper into this problem. So my third citation from the USDA, published on 3/30/2026, states that food insecure households had difficulty providing enough food due to the lack of resources. This is the lack of income is the main cause. So basically, when people have enough costs in grocery stores or restaurants, they are able to give food. But some people can't afford that. So people will just stop and won't eat. They just try to give food they try to push the food away and spend money on their education, tuition, or just trying to get household utilities, which is not okay because food is a impactful resource on our daily lives. So going on to our next citation 4 from Reuters, 106/2023, says that global conflicts, supply chain issues, and record high food prices and low-income families hit hardest. This just causes rising prices to increase in hunger. So moving on to our solutions now. How can we fix this? How can we stop people from starving? What can we do to help? So for my next citation 5, from NPR, dated on 7/23/2026, focus on SNAP Ed and budgeting, meal planning, or healthy eating on a budget. This can help families stretch for food dollars. So not only are we keeping our utility bills and everything in store, we also start to budget for food supplies and making sure that we're slowly getting to a point where we're having our daily lives and we're not struggling to just keep one thing. We can have everything even though they can't afford it just yet. So going on to my last citation, the Urban Institute, published on 3/06/2023, cites, despite COVID-19 pandemic job losses, food insecurity held a steady or decreased, likely because of strong federal responses or charitable food resources. Luckily, after COVID, government aid and food banks can help reduce anger. And what you can do to help is go to your local food bank to volunteer and help package food for people that can't afford it, but also helping them get back on their feet, especially when COVID-19 was such an eventful time. So, in conclusion, our problem was that food insecurity is rising to a limit where we need to help. And our cause is that financial hardships and food prices are getting to a point where people push it away and they only focus on a certain need. And lastly, our solution is to expand assistance and our nutrition programs, and also help at food banks, so we can help others that are not able to afford food at regular grocery stores. And lastly, everyone deserves reliable access to healthy food. Thank you for listening.